pin him to the ground with this javelin.
All right. So then.
His foot, if his boots are leather or.
Okay, make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh, both are bad.
6.
So you try to ram your javelin through the side of his foot and pin him to the ground. It slams into the ground, into the hard concrete, and he's able to move his foot back as he looks terrified at almost like the thought of his foot being pinned to the ground. Scared, he looks at he readies himself to defend another attack.
Tough these guys are.
Next we have Kriv.
Kriv looks very remorseful about what's about to proceed. As
I don't want to hurt you.
as his right hand just starts to bubble, as if like it's boiling. And he steps forward 5 feet, and his hand reaches out for that gentleman's forehead
Okay.
as I cast Inflict Wounds. That is a critical hit.
Yes!
Which means I will be rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 D10
Jesus.
as 16, 22, 31, 41, 44 necrotic damage as like his veins just bulge and like expand.
Oh,
and, like,
you melt him.
And like there's just a greenish goo left, and I'm looking at the other guy like I don't want to. He's still paralyzed.
He makes a save out of pure fear and runs. He's out of here.
Good job.
He's had enough.
He's like, I want to go home.
He's gone. You're not
And
catching him.
I walk and I continue my movement to look into the room.
He's melted, so
There's a
we'll make
pile of
this
goo
right
there.
A pile of goo.
There's a goo. There's a goo.
It's like acid just completely consumed him.
You come into the room, and you see basically
You're all, housekeeping.
this guy. You look over and you just see Decivia bleeding out of multiple wounds, slumped to the ground behind this dresser. And this gentleman turns and looks at you. It's a dark-skinned man, and he's dressed in this suit of armor that looks like a jaguar. His head is coming out of the mouth of a jaguar.
Yeah, I'm not cool with that. He's freaking me out. That's all I can do though.
All right. Next we have
Decisions were made. I don't want to be you.
Sizzler.
Is there anyone on my level that's like a problem?
Yeah, the person right in front of you.
Okay, neat. Is anyone... Oh, I have the fighter right next to me. Do I have anyone else?
Nope. Oh,
Okay.
Shatha.
You have
Shatha right there, too.
and
Within 10.
Yeah, the fighter. I'm gonna just use Thunder Wave, because I believe you can make your con save. I believe in you. So I need a con save at 12 for each of them.
Okay.
Including Shatha, sorry.
Shatha, make
And
a con
Elm.
save at
And
12.
Elm.
And
And
Elm.
Elm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I did not say that. I got it.
Woof. Sorry.
Fails.
Okay.
one fail, one save.
Then I
Oh,
am
two
using
fails.
my spell that I have.
You are a bad
With
guy
dice.
too. Yeah.
A Peal of Thunder sounds out. And
So you thunder wave the creature in the armor, and you blast him back into the... who omits your save, Shauna?
Oh, Shatha
I
still
failed.
failed.
So.
So you bang into the wall. Bam! And do you take damage
everyone
as well,
within
right?
300
Yeah,
feet.
if you hit a wall, it's just like falling. It's however
So 5 feet, so that's 1d6.
Every 10 feet's a d6.
every
Okay.
10 feet.
Oh,
So 5 feet we could
nope.
do.
So you just take 2 points damage.
There you go.
You slam
Plus-
against the wall, and you
plus
push.
they did,
You
yeah.
push the other one back. This appeared to do damage, and it affected this creature. It winced out, and it appeared that it hurt. It was not so smug after this attack.
Should I
Also,
not know?
everything
now it's
in the
obscured.
crowd is all fucked up too.
Okay. So would it push that fog out of the way too?
No, it does not push the fog. It's sound based, so anything
Okay.
they can hear. So if there's like a crowd gathered, they basically push 10 feet away from me.
Okay. So now the person is pushed into the fog and is obscured. Now we have Sedgwick.
I have one guard in front of me. He hit me for 1 point. I mocked him. I'm not trying to kill him. So what I'd like to do...
Oh, I killed that guy.
Yeah, you did. It's all right.
There's no evidence.
That's fair.
True.
Is there a way that I can just like kneecap this dude with my, just kick him in the knee to drop him and break his leg? So
I mean,
he
you
can't
could attack him with non-lethal damage.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to kill these guys because I'm trying to get information still, and I don't want to be that big of a threat. No, well, yeah, no. I'm just gonna try to like cap him with my boot right into his knee and try to break his leg.
Okay.
That is a 14.
That hits him.
Woo! And that's gonna be for, I guess, 1d4 because it's just like a punch. It's just a kick.
Are you trying to kick him, or you can hit him with your weapon?
I'm
What
just.
do you have?
I mean, I guess I can like hit him with the butt of my sword.
Yeah.
Knock him out. All right, I'll do that then. And that's gonna be 7 plus 5 is 12 points of damage.
So you
Breaking his face.
You take your pommel and you duck down and you drive it directly into the side of his knee. You cave at his kneecap and he falls to the ground, wincing. He's not completely taken out, but he's in severe pain as you cause immense amount of damage to his knee.
I blow him a single kiss and disengage to run towards Shago.
Okay. So you don't know where this person is.
Yeah.
So we'll take them off the map for the time being. And this person comes forward, comes into melee range with you. They
Sees him?
They ask some sort. He walked into the room. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said he peeked around to.
No, he
okay.
said he
Oh, you
came
walked
in.
in? Oh, okay.
And he mutters more of that language that you've never heard before, and it manifests
Is it
these.
Abyssal? I know Abyssal.
No, it's not abyssal. He manifests these huge claws that are like cartoon-like almost in their size on his hands,
No.
and he attacks you.
No.
What's your armor class?
Not good. 12.
He hits.
You cheated.
You're a great
This guy's an asshole.
He does 8 points of damage to you as he
Oh,
slashes you with
no.
these massive claws, tearing deep, rending wounds into your arm and your chest.
Oof.
The claws
That
seem
hurts.
to dissipate once he attacks you with them.
Right.
And he's standing there again, ready and willing. Next up, we have Decevia.
I just got to roll
Death
first.
save.
Do I add anything to that, or is that
No,
just
it's
what it
just 10 or
It's a
higher. Yeah.
is? It's 11.
All right, you make your first death save.
Woo! I'm not dying.
Next, we have Elm.
Well, it's just me and Zizzle right there, so I'm gonna turn to you and go, what do we do now?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I have any idea where Decevia is?
You guys know Decevia is upstairs. You know to get to Decevia, you have to run through the fog and go up those back stairs.
Okay, well, this has all gone to shit. Is there any like formidable actual real enemy in between me and that?
Not that you know of.
Okay, I slap you on the back and say, "Go ahead, I gotcha."
All right.
And you can't fly anymore?
I go
for the
through.
day?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can. So, is there a crowd? Because I can dispel that fog at any time.
Yeah, you could dispel that fog right now.
Are there people in there?
There is
Yes.
one person in
Look
there.
at you
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't dispel it for right now because
One person?
From what you know of, the two guards that were in there, you guys haven't seen them again.
The guy
Okay.
with the obsidian armor is the one that's in there too. The one
Okay,
that's causing
Yeah.
so
you gotta
I
have the back
slap her on the
armor.
back and tell her to go for it, and then when I dispel the fog, I look at that guy with the shield or whatever,
The
and I'm
obsidian
like,
armor.
What do you do to him?
on my crotch, I'm just like,
All right, so
Trying to engage
you
him.
you drop the dispelling, you
Yeah,
drop the
dispel.
fog, and he is not in there.
okay, whatever.
And
I'm gonna fuck him
you get a
up.
double move 1, 2,
has a
3,
feeling
4,
he's gonna
5,
get a
6,
guess.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'll find him.
and you're headed up the stairs. Next, we have Shatha.
I'm gonna follow. I'll use my whole action.
All right. Next, we have Kriv.
Both my hands glow green again.
Oh, here he comes.
And this time, I take my hand and I just like slam it to the chest where the wound was that he cut, and I slam my other hand onto the Sevia as I twin cast Cure Wounds and like acid more or less sutures and just like cauterizes our wounds together and closed.
So you cast one on yourself and one on her?
I cast it once, but I twin cast it with my sorcery.
Yeah,
points,
yeah, yeah.
So Sevia, you get, let's call it,
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
4 hit points. And I will get 10.
All right, I'll take it. So that means now I'm kind of waking up, right?
Yeah, you're up.
It doesn't feel good either, by the way. Like, I'm using acid to cauterize your bleeding.
Yeah,
It
no.
works.
I'll just we'll go
She's
have
alive.
a drink afterwards. I'm fine. The
Okay.
wounds from my
But
mother
that
are
is my
way worse
turn.
than the acid you put in
That's
my
all I
heart.
got.
All right.
My action.
You're like, this feels
So
familiar.
now it is
Mom?
Sizzler's turn.
Okay, do I see that motherfucker?
No, you don't see him
Do
anywhere.
I see where he went?
You would assume that he ran up the stairs because you didn't see him anywhere else in the courtyard, and when you dropped the fog, he wasn't there anymore.
All right. You know what? I want to stride into the middle of the area, and instead of going up the stairs, I want to look around and see anywhere else he could have gone.
So you're kind of looking around, and make a perception check.
That's a raw 14.
You can see through some of the windows that the person in the obsidian armor appears to be up here in this wing somewhere.
Okay.
You see him pass by one of the windows, and that's it.
Is there any way to get up there besides their ladder?
Unless you could somehow climb up the wall and go in through one of those windows. Other than that, you'd have to take the steps.
I'm not a climber. Okay, I'll get as far as I can toward the stairs.
Okay.
Or if there's a window on my level that I can
You do
smack
have
with
an
my
ally within
hammer,
5 feet of the
Yes.
target.
which I'm very good at doing, I would like to go
That's-
there.
Okay.
Sneak attack, yeah.
So you bash through here, and then there's in this hallway. There's actually no door right there. Whatever. There's a set of stairs that heads up to the second level, so you'll be able to head up to the second level almost immediately.
Okay.
Next, we have Sedgwick.
How's Shago doing in front of me?
He looks like he's ready to fight, but he's not really in it to win it.
I still trying to be on the passive side, but aggressive.
Do you want to grapple him? Do you want to?
Oh, I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna take my dagger, the sword that I swallow. I'm gonna grab him and show him. You know, I do use actual swords in my show, and I go and stab him in the thigh to kind of just like basically stop him from moving, so we
Okay,
can talk.
make an attack roll.
All right. Come on. Oh, that's a 23.
That hits him.
Take this, Shadow. You jerk bag. That's 7 points of piercing damage.
So you slam it into his thigh. He screams out and he's like, I don't want any of this. I didn't even want these guys here in the first place. Stop it.
And I simply whisper to him, then all you have to tell me is where your mother is and where the 4-point sapphire is.
So hopefully he'll be able to let you know what's going on in his next turn, which is next.
Woo!
So I see you're at the end here. So he tells you, he screams out that he's not sure what you're looking for, but that all of her magical gemstones are in her room, in her antechamber.
Okay.
And he is basically screaming that there's nothing he can do about the other two, that they're here as part of an exchange when his mom went over to Mazdaca.
Okay.
And he doesn't have any power over them.
Can I ask who the other two are?
He yells that it's Luis and Tack.
Luis and Tack. Got it.
Soon to be one. Just saying. I saw my friend get knocked down.
All right, next up is this guy conjures his jaguar claws again
Sup?
and attacks you again.
Not cool.
Armor class, what was it again? 12?
12.
This time, the comically large jaguar claws, you're able to step back as they both slash in front of you and then dissipate in the air again. As he stands there and he's growling at you and making like feline type movements on the ground. Next up is Decevia. You have 4 hit points. What are you doing?
Does he see that I'm awake or does?
Yeah, he
Pretty
sees.
blatantly cast a spell on you.
Okay.
Half movement to stand up.
Yeah. As I'm standing up, I want to aim one sword, my main hand, for his ankles to try to knock him prone, and then the other, my offhand, to try to. I'd like to try to get his chest if I can on my way up with my offhand.
Okay, so you want to it's more like a grapple, but it's with your sword trying to knock
Yeah,
him
I'm
prone?
not trying to I'm trying
Okay,
to
make
get
a grapple check.
Strength.
So it's athletics.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, 7.
You go and you're able to grab up his leg, and with your other hand you sweep his leg out from under him as you drop him prone
Oh wow.
Okay,
and
cool.
drive him down. You now have advantage on your next attack.
So for my bonus can I do a bonus action on that? And then that's when my offhand, I want to try to slam him with my sword.
Okay, attack with your sword.
Oh, 21.
You hit.
And add sneak damage, so you have 3d6, but no dexterity bonus.
9 damage.
So you sweep him down, and then with your other hand, you take your sword and you drive it into his shoulder, piercing through the jaguar skin armor and breaking the sword tip out. You rip the sword back out and ready it again, but you've caused a heavy wound to his shoulder.
Pissed.
He's still breathing.
Yes, he's still alive.
Okay.
Next, it is Elm's turn.
Still moving towards Decevia.
Okay. You guys get up on the landing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so you're right there at the end of the hall. You following suit?
I'm gonna follow. As we get up near the corner, I'm gonna go into a rage as well.
Okay. Does you get any bonus movement when you rage?
Nah,
Okay.
but I'm just getting ready for whatever.
All right, so you are raging. So next we have Zizit.
Okay, can I see that guy?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to spend my movement getting close to him, and if I'm not in melee range, then I'm gonna use my breath weapon, because I'm all out of spells.
Yes, he is within range of the breath weapon.
Okay, neat. Well then I hit him with that, and he needs to make a dexterity save.
What's his dice check?
12.
Fails.
Okay, then he takes
2d6.
6 lightning damage. He takes 7 lightning damage, and I give him the finger.
The lightning damage slams into his back. He falls forward and grabs a corner, and surprised at a sudden attack from behind as he turns around and glares at you.
I say, nice armor, dick face. Or if Mikey needs something else, nice armor, screw. I don't have anything.
Sedgwick,
Stupid.
Yeah.
Guy.
What's that? Oh,
you're up.
I'm up.
Buddy.
Next
Hey,
questions. Why were people exchanged in order for your mom to go to Manstika?
They just wanted to watch and make sure that there was no back dealing here while she was gone.
No back. All right. Who was leading the exchange?
Who
leads the exchange? Like, is this through his group, the Flaming Fists, or is this through another group?
Yeah, it was through somebody that we put her in contact with over there, and other
Your
than that,
guys' fort out here.
from our fort, yeah, someone
And
put her in
boring.
contact with the right people, and we came here to assist her with capturing Artis.
Capturing Artis. Where is Artis? And for that matter, where's Dragonbait?
They're both together, but I don't know where they're at. But we captured him and brought him here.
Is he telling me the truth, or can I?
Make an insight check, and that'll be the end of the round.
All right. That is a 15, 16.
Yes, he's telling you the truth.
All right. I pull the blade out as fast as I can. And with a little spin, so it hurts a little bit more. And then I tell him, "Thank you," and I give him a sweet little kiss on the forehead and walk away.
All right, next
I
up.
look to you and like, I'm sorry. As like, I just put my bubbling hand on his chest, on the ground.
And I kind of look at him confused, like, sorry for what?
What are you doing, man?
Inflict wounds.
I saw that too. Crit.
Oh shit! We're after.
Sorry, Mikey.
Wee.
Oh my god. What is that? Is that damage?
18,
Yeah.
20,
Uh,
30, 37, 43 necrotic damage.
So he's laying there on the ground, and he appears to be pretty wounded. You reach down, and he's screaming out in agony as he's
Like,
trying
I'm not
to
even
roll
looking
over.
at his head. My hand's like on his
And you
chest
just
and he's
pump,
bubbling. I'm
you
like,
just
I'm
pump
sorry.
acid into
And I'm
his
still just
mouth.
looking at you and not even him, like, what?
The acid burns out the side of his face and leaves a huge, gaping, steaming wound on the side of his jaw. He falls down to the ground. He's not dead, but he's pretty much incapacitated and is rolling around on the ground.
And when I see this, I put my hand on his shoulder like it's
And
okay.
I stepped out the room, my hand's still bubbling, and it's like, I just kind of look real sullen, and I see another one down the hallway, and it's like,
He looks at you and he screams at you, "What have you done with Luis?"
Luis is gone.
Fuck Luis, dude.
I'm right here.
That was definitely an F-bomb.
Yeah.
And
I'm just like, I'm sorry.
he screams out in rage and charges down the hallway.
What's up?
Yo, he was mine.
He says, "You must save. Where's Luis? What have you done to Luis?"
I'm right here, motherfucker.
Make a perception check.
17.
You could tell that the demeanor of anger in him has changed to one of intense worry.
Oh no.
Oh no. He's still there, partly.
Can you save him? You have to save him.
He hurt my friend. Why would I do that?
Save him, and just, you can't let him die.
Drop your weapons.
He looks at you. Are you telling the truth? Will you let him live if
I
he
can
drops
sa-
his weapons?
I
Will
can
you
save him.
try to save him?
You can make an insight check.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's going to make an insight check. But,
I am actually telling the truth.
okay.
I don't think your character knows how to lie.
So he slowly lowers his swords to the ground and lets his swords clatter to the ground.
Deceive don't kill them. No one killed. Stop killing. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm angry. I'm mad because he knocked me out. And I'm like, I want blood.
There's no more blood left in here.
So what do you guys want to do with? Are you guys?
You
I'm
know,
like, don't kill. He dropped his weapons.
at this point, I'm frustrated, and I turn and go back to the original reason, like what got my curiosity in that room, and go ahead towards the smoke for the voice that I heard.
You go ahead and smoke.
Where the smoke is, remember how you said there was an area and I heard a voice over
You
there?
walk over and the smoke is still dissipating as whoever's looking, and as you walk up to the smoke, the disgruntled looking drow face in the thing softens, and you hear the voice of your father, and your father says to you, "Decivia?"